Hey everyone, welcome back. It is time for another wrestling review. With me once again, we have Campo.Reviews, the man who reviews movies, TV shows, everything else in between. He'll probably have a Stranger Things Part 2 review shortly, if not already out. So if you're interested in that, go down to the description box below and check it out. While you're there, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's start 2026 off correctly. So today we are starting with our first review of 2026. Not our first review show, but our first pay-per-view of 2026, as we always do. It's Noah the New Year. And I thought this was a pretty solid card from looking at it.
Yeah, I didn't even look at it. I just went into it and watched it.
Yeah.
So it ended up, I would say, yeah, on paper wise, it was looked like it could have been good.
Yeah. So our first match is a pre-show match. It's Daga and Odashima against All Rebellion, which is Fujimura and Alejandro versus Eita and Shuji Kondo in a three-way junior tag team heavyweight match.
So this caught me off guard because I specifically, this is not like non-factual. This is almost statistically like spot on. These like opening matches.
Hmm.
I'm lagging a bit. These opening matches are specifically usually multi-man tag matches for the
Yeah.
junior division,
Hmm.
and they're usually very short. They usually everyone gets in one big spot, and then
Yeah.
it's like
And
five minutes and it's
I
over.
think a
This went
couple years ago it was Alejandro and Mensore and Ninja Mac, I think a
yeah,
couple years ago.
there, but it's always every pay-per-view starts like
Yeah.
this. It's a multi-man tag match or a multi-man just match, and it ends extremely fast.
Yeah. Which is
And
what
this
happened
didn't.
here.
This kind of went like
I
way
mean, they
longer
gave
than
it
I
10
thought it
minutes.
would.
Yeah.
Usually they're like 5 minutes.
I think it's because Daga. You got a really big name in there with
I
Daga.
think
You
it's
got
because it's for
Eita.
the belts.
Yeah, Eita. And Odashima's a guy they're really, really pushing right now.
And you know what's funny? Every time Eita stands backwards,
Hmm.
you would just automatically assume it's Daga.
Yeah, they
Like
kind of have the
when you
same
can't see
haircut.
his
Especially
face,
now that Daga cut the hair off a bit.
it's just Daga didn't have pants on. But
Yeah.
like it's like every time I see Eita backwards, I'm like, oh, Daga's in the ring, and then he turns around, I'm like, oh, it's not Daga.
Yeah. But yes, this was for the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. Yeah, it was fun. A lot of good spots, and the champs retain.
Yeah,
Odashima gets the pin on this.
they needed to retain. I'm glad that this pay per view wasn't like full of hot shots. Like
No, I think there was only like there were two major changes, three major changes. Actually, there were a few major changes. One of them was two of them were hot shots, but
yeah, but usually on a Noah show, I expect it all to be hot shots.
yeah. We got a small break over here, and we get Team 2000X, Kitamiya, Segura, Tadasuke, and Masaoka against Fujita, Minoru Suzuki, Taniguchi, and Junta Miyawaki. I called this Team 2000X versus the Grandpas.
This should have been a pre-show match, which
They
there
should have
was no
swapped the two.
pre-show.
Yeah,
There wasn't even really a pre-show match. It just was main card all the way.
yeah.
This match was not very good,
No, it wasn't. I
and
mean, because on the last pay-per-view, I think it was at Wrestle Odyssey, we had Fujita and Suzuki kind of beefing with each other, and they still kind of carried that beef onto here, and this is what caused them to lose the match.
at least it wasn't that long.
Yeah, 6 minutes, but yeah.
Yeah. See, but this is like a 5 or 6 minutes is what I expect all of the opening matches to be
Yeah.
on a Noah card.
And Team 2000X gets the win on this. Our next match is Saxon Huxley challenging Will Cruz for the Progress Atlas champion. It's basically their super heavyweight belt
We laughed
at Will
and
Cruz.
just generally at this show, Will Cruz is like the fat. That's what it's. Somebody kept saying Will Cruz is the fat Bam Bam Bigelow, and he's like, that's crazy because Bam Bam Bigelow is fat.
He's Bam Bam Bigelow, and was it Brutus Creed from the Creed brothers?
He no,
It's
he
it's their
literally
son.
he literally looks like John Candy, and
Yes,
it's
summer rental John
okay.
Candy with that little mullet.
Exactly. This match ended up being way better than I thought it was going to
You
be.
know what?
Like,
The more I watch Saxon Huxley, the more he reminds me of Bruiser Brody. The way
oh no, yeah,
his mannerisms, the way he's in ring, the way he
he even looks like
present.
him.
Yeah,
It's this was actually a really good match,
yeah.
and
And
we
for
laughed
for a
at the
big guy,
entrances.
for a big guy, Will Cruz is very agile,
Yeah,
like
and when
Bam
you're
Bam was.
when you're watching Japanese wrestling and two big white guys come out, you're like, oh, this is gonna be a stupid ass match, and then it was ended up being really good.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this match. And in the end, Saxon Huxley is your new Progress Atlas champion.
Which I thought I'm not upset with the decision.
I mean, they're
He
both British wrestlers, so it's
but
fine.
yeah, he is a far bigger name than Will Cruz is,
Yeah.
but it's also like the way the match went, Cruz was in charge the whole time.
Hmm.
And then Saxon just got a lucky shot in off the top rope, and then all of a sudden a bunch of stuff just started happening and it was over.
Which leads me to believe this match, the feud's going to continue.
Yeah,
And
probably.
it's going to go across like Europe and stuff like
Yeah,
that, not just,
it'll go back.
yeah. With that, we get Kenta, Sasaki, Endo, and Hayata forming their new team called the White Raven Squad against Team Noah, which is Katoge, Mohamed Yone, Ohara, and Hiroki.
There were some good spots in this match, but
Hmm.
I didn't really like it. It was kind of like another like you had a good opening match, then
Hmm.
a slowdown, then a surprisingly good third match, and then a slowdown again. And it's
Hmm.
like I get it, they're trying to introduce stuff. I'm still trying to understand the logic of Kenta being a face and Keno being a face, and for some reason they split up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know because he's still is Keno still part of All Rebellion or
I don't know anything.
yeah. And we watched quite a bit of Noah too.
It just every That's what I was trying to tell Jeremy. You know Jeremy, my
Yeah,
buddy
yeah.
Jeremy. It's Noah's in a place right now where other Japanese companies do things in a way where it's like pay-per-view stuff happens, pay-per-view stuff happens, pay-per-view stuff happens, event stuff happens. Noah has actually has a weekly show. So stuff
Yeah.
happens on Noah that passes us by because they do house shows and it's all canon.
Those
So
are those what do they call it? The Magic
there's Magic Mondays,
Mondays. Yeah.
and then they also do house shows where the stuff that happens on it counts. So you get
Yeah.
to the new pay-per-view, there's all new champions, there's new factions, people are not friends
And
anymore.
it
And you're
was
like,
on a random house show
yeah, and you're
that's
like,
not televised.
it's so hard to keep up with their
Yeah.
storylines. It's genuinely like hard.
Yeah. Because they mentioned that this is Kenta's new group, the White Raven Squad, and they already make mention that Sasaki's leaving. So Sasaki is going on excursion to the US.
Didn't he just come back from excursion?
I don't know. They said he's going on excursion to the US.
He's going to NXT
He's
probably or
going to
TNA.
NXT, yeah.
NXT or TNA.
I feel NXT he would fit in with what's it, Charlie Dempsey there,
I guess yeah, they're the same kind of wrestler.
right? Part of that no quarter catch crew. He was already Charlie Dempsey was already there, so it could work out. And he could be like their ringer for the TNA versus NXT type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But White Raven Squad end up getting the win in this. There was a really fun spot like that I really enjoyed. They were having that issue with that Tower of Doom spot. So Kenta and Yone have like a little dance off, and Kenta just kind of like suplexes him while they're setting up for that spot. So your attention is not like why is this taking so long? At least your attention is taken away from that to
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
But White Raven Squad do end up winning with that. Dragon Bane making his first defense of the GHC National Championship against Alpha Wolf, his brother.
A great match.
Yeah.
And it's actually such good in-ring storytelling.
How was it? Is it Dragon Bane that doesn't want to hurt his brother, even though he's the younger brother? And Alpha Wolf is like goading him and baiting him, and it's like, I can't hurt you, you're my brother, but you need to show that aggression and you need to show that ruthlessness. You know what I mean? Which in the end, it's not the ruthlessness or aggression. We get a appearance by Yoshitatsu outside.
And
And
he,
it turns out that Alpha Wolf turns on his brother and he joins Team 2000X and gets the win on this.
I that caught me really off guard. I was like, when he threw up the X, I was like, wait, what?
Yep. And
Oh,
then he switches out the masks. I like the mask. I like the design of the mask with the
yeah,
X right in the middle, and that's a good addition to the team.
yeah,
At
because
least they're keeping this team.
you could tell, like, especially when we get to the main event, that they're trying to build a faction around fucking I can never remember his name, cowboy guy.
Oh, Inaba. Is it
Inaba.
Inaba?
They're trying to build some kind of faction around him.
Yeah. But Inamura, sorry, not Inaba.
Yeah, I kept saying Inaba all night
Yeah,
too. So
it's Inamura. It's Yoshiki Inamura. But yeah, and Alpha Wolf ends up as your new GHC, ending Dragonbane's reign at what, maybe 40 days, 50 days, whatever it's been.
Yeah, but I think that was
It worked.
actually it worked really well.
Yeah.
And the match was a banger.
Yeah. It absolutely was. It was a fantastic match. With that, our special tag team match, we're getting Kaito Kiyomiya and Jack Morris against the Good Brothers. Weird to see them in Noah.
Yeah. I mean, I think if with Bushi and XXX, and if you end up like signing the Good Brothers, I think that there's a real push here for Noah trying to take the market cap of wrestling
Of
in
from New
Japan
Japan. Yeah. At least try
because
to compete a little bit more.
their roster at for this pay-per-view at least is stacked.
Yeah. And we didn't even get Yohei on this card.
That's what I'm saying. You High 69 was just randomly in a match. Like we haven't
Yeah.
seen him in a while, and he was just randomly in a match. So it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. But this was, I mean, considering like the Good Brothers are not at the peak of their career anymore, this was still a good match.
Carl Anderson was very good in it.
Yeah.
Luke Gallows was rough to
He
watch
looked a
him.
little slow.
He
Yeah.
looks like he doesn't even try when he has to
No,
run.
but
Like he's like,
Carl for like 45, 46, that guy's still fit, man. The guy's still jacked.
oh yeah. And when he had a few really nice spots.
Yeah. And Jack, is it Jack Morris? Yeah. Jack
Yeah,
Morris.
Hugh Morris,
They,
his son.
yeah. And the former pitcher for the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, you know what's funny? He didn't come out in his kilt.
No, he didn't. Not this time, but he
No.
is shredded too.
Yeah, we've always liked Jack Morris,
Yeah. He needs
which
a
is
bit of a
who
bigger push.
they were the beginning of
GLG.
Team 2000X,
Yeah, it's
right?
him and yeah. The only original member left is Yoshitatsu.
Yeah, it was Daga was there,
Daga, him,
Jack
and
Morris, and we're missing one other big guy that left.
yeah, yeah. And this was formed right after GLG broke up. Yeah, but yeah, but in the end, the Good Brothers end up winning this match. You think that was the right call? You want to put the new
Yeah,
guys
because you
over,
want
I
to
guess.
you want to continue a storyline.
Yeah. But next, we get the tag team match for the GHC Tag Team Championship. We are getting Keno and Marufuji, which are called Maruken, makes sense, um, versus Los Tranquilos de Japón, which is Bushi and a mystery partner.
Who the mystery partner comes out, and you're like, oh, that's not who I thought it was gonna
Yeah,
be.
they're playing the music. He's moving like him, but then it's a guy named Ryusei, who is his protege.
They have a lot of I don't know if I'm lagging here.
No, no, you're okay.
They have a lot of young lions show
Talent,
up
young talent. Yeah,
during this pay-per-view. Like there's a guy who keeps coming out with people. I don't know if you saw him with like a
yeah,
bowl cut, a red bowl cut.
yeah.
And they're getting ready to show off their next generation is about
I
to
think 2026 is going
yeah,
to be that year for their
yeah.
next generation.
And then if they really did get all these signings, which we know the people in this match are signed,
Yes. So we
this
do
could be
end up the
crazy.
rumors are true. Tetsuya Naito is his mystery partner.
Which is like name recognition wise is crazy. I do
Hmm.
think though Naito should have had his knee surgeries and took a year off and then came back,
Yeah,
but
because
clearly he didn't.
I was going back after I watched this match, I went back. Naito's been wrestling with Bushi since like August and September
Yeah,
in Germany and Europe and places like that
he when he left New Japan originally, he was off for like a month and a half or
to
two
get the
months.
eye surgery. He had
Yeah,
eye surgery, I think.
then he wrestled a bunch of matches, and
Then he
then
was working with his dad in like the fish shop or whatever it was.
he's been off for like 2 months before
Yeah.
showing up at Noah.
And as much as like Naito, your favorite, like we're big fans of Naito, he didn't look at his best in this match.
No, he looked okay. It looked like he knows that he can't go as hard as he used to, and
Hmm.
then instead of trying to adapt to the situation, just kept trying to do those things and looked even worse. It looked like he was
Yeah,
half-assing it.
yeah.
He
I
was
didn't.
he was by far the low point of this match. Like
He
to the point
was.
where Marufuji had to keep like there was like three different spots where Naito missed what he was supposed to
Hmm.
do, and they had to like redo it or
Yeah,
they
he
changed
completely
the
botched that
trajectory.
first Destino.
Yeah. He botched a fucking rope run kick
Yeah,
where he ran right by Marufuji and missed the kick, and
and
then he
missed
had
him.
to come back.
And you could see Marufuji was a little upset at that.
Yeah, well,
You can.
Marufuji
He's a professional. He's a consummate professional. If you
i-
can't compete at the top of your game, don't compete. That's
in
his
yeah,
mentality.
in terms of name recognition, he's probably lower than Naito, but in terms of career achievement and like legendary status, they're equals,
They're equals. Yeah.
right? And Keno will eventually be there as well.
Yeah.
So it's like
And
to
like you say, their careers peak later.
yeah.
Keno, only in the last couple of years, his career started taking off, and he's 40.
Yeah, it's from since they did Congo. That's when
Hmm.
like he really started blowing up.
Yeah.
And you it's not like you can be upset that they did something because Naito doesn't hold that much power. In Noah, Marufuji's number one.
Yeah. He's their top guy.
And I get it, like Muto's in charge and
Hmm.
you are his like baby. Like Muto
And remember,
loves Naito.
Naito was the one who retired Muto in New Japan, not in Noah.
Yeah, but that's because Naito loves him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like that's like his protege. Like
Yeah. It
Naito's
almost
his
like a
guy.
father and son dynamic.
And which is fine. It's kind of in the weird way like how El Fantasmo is with Tanahashi.
Tanahashi. He
And
really took a liking to him, and he keeps him under his wing.
yeah,
He's
and
protecting him.
this is like the early stages of that for
Yeah.
Phantasmo. But it's it's kind of like I feel like you should go talk to Muda and talk to him and be like, well, what did you do once you couldn't use your knees anymore? Like, how did you
Yeah.
adapt to
Look
doing
for
it?
advice.
Because
Become more. Notice how Muda didn't do the moonsaults anymore.
yeah,
He reverted to the Shining Wizard, which is a more adaptable to his
yeah,
style.
like if you insist on doing Destino, why don't you do it where you run up the rope on in the corner to give
Yeah.
yourself a boost if you're gonna do it? Because like you don't use the Stardust press anymore. You let
No.
that go. So why can't you let other things go? Because he could still do stuff.
Yeah. He's still in ring. He could probably still go. Like he could still go clearly, but he could see. Like I hate to say it, but Naito looked a little out of shape here.
Yeah, for sure. It's the most out of shape I've ever seen him. What you need to do here is you've established you're in. The problem is you let them win the tag belts, which is silly goose shit. So
Yeah.
they need to at least defend it once before they lose it.
Yeah. Because for me, it was Bushi and Marufuji who were the two standouts in this match.
Oh, by far. Keno even looked really rough in this match.
Yeah.
Keno kicked a few people accidentally really hard, but we
Yeah.
expect that from him.
Yeah.
Like
But like you said though,
Nakajima literally is kicking you on purpose. Keno
yeah,
misses and kicks you accidentally in the head.
deadly. And it hurts more. But
But I think that what you need to do before you tell us what happens, you need to take Naito and use him as the leader of this faction. Let him
mhm.
get surgery and
Have
build
you
a,
say,
have a couple more people come in as like the group, two more people maybe, let's say, and then have him just be the leader for a bit. Do you
yeah,
know what I mean?
kind of like the way Yoshitatsu does with Team
Yeah,
2000.
and just be a piece of shit. And then once you're healed, do it. Because like
Because he
you're
works good as a heel. He is great as a heel.
yeah, even with the surgeries, you're probably not getting that much more out of it, but you at
No.
least will be able to use your legs,
Yeah. But yeah, and Los Tranquilos win.
which is insane.
Yeah. I
Like
think they're
I
just giving him shine early on. You know what I mean?
Noah's first match winning numbers is crazy. Like people
Yeah.
just show up and win. Omos, the
Inamura.
Inamura, what's his name? The tag team guys, the two white guys from Johnny
Oh, Hank and
Grunge
Tank.
and yeah, Public Enemy.
Yeah.
People just show up first match, they win.
Yeah. But
Ozawa came back, first big match, wins the belt. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
But speaking of which, our next match, it's Asuka versus Takahashi for the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship. What a banger match this
not
was.
even close, the best match of the night, the best match of 2026. Easy.
Already, eh?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Asuka is one of those talents that you forget how good he is until you see how good he
Because
is.
every time he gets put in this position, he gets hurt.
Yeah.
And they have to pull an audible and go a different direction.
Yeah.
Which he almost got hurt here when he flipped over and he kicked the barricade hard. He was on the ground like, oh, I thought he broke his leg.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, and like you said, Asuka's one of those guys that's so good, but every time he's given that push, he keeps getting hurt. Like when he had that match against Dante Leon, when he had the match against Hayata for the junior belt. Like it's been always
His
been
his absence when he was gone, gave the room for Hayata to become a megastar.
Hmm.
Like, so you kind of gotta be thankful for that because we weren't getting Hayata at that
Yeah,
extent. Um, but yeah, this match was so good. They were both.
yeah,
You forget how good Takahashi is until he puts on a real banger because he
yeah.
likes to coast a lot of times in some of the matches, and then he'll just. The,
When it's a match, when it's on a big stage like this, Takahashi gives you 140%. This guy,
the problem I'm worried about with him is he's gonna Naito himself.
he's gonna
He's
run himself ragged because
yeah.
he's how old is he now? He's got to be close to 40, no?
I think he is 40.
No, actually, he's only 36.
He's going hard.
Yeah, but it's what Indiana Jones once said. He goes, "It's not the years, it's the mileage."
Right? It's the Night Takahashi is Naito's original like protege.
Protege, yeah.
And you could see it in him. He has like loads of
So,
Naito.
the mannerisms, the
Yeah.
in-ring style, yeah.
He's just doesn't have the presence of Naito. Like Naito commands your attention.
Takahashi is the junior heavyweight version of Naito,
I would say that's pretty close, yeah.
right? Even though he's tried to move up divisions, I mean, Takahashi has to be put in one of the greatest junior heavyweights of all time.
He's already in there. It's
Yeah.
not even negotiable. He's won how many junior tournaments, how many junior tag belts already?
Multiple
Yeah.
companies, yeah.
He's already at like the limit of
What he
being
can,
there.
yeah. So, but Asuka ends up winning this, which is great. I love it. It was the right time to change the belt. This is not hot shotting the belt. This is the right time for the
Oh
change.
yeah, and it was such a good match.
Yeah.
Like insanely good. Like this is a must watch. This is a 5 star,
Oh yeah.
6 out of 5. Like
Yeah. It's if Dave Meltzer were to rate this, it's be like 9.5 out of 5.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was mind blowing how good this match was.
Like this is our first pay-per-view of 2026, and we're already putting this match down for match of the year.
I literally want to call Dave Meltzer and be like, "Yo, you need to go watch this match because like it's one of those
Because I
matches
know
that."
you and him are tight. Like it's
But you know what I mean? Like it's
yeah.
like sometimes he skips certain events because he doesn't think anything's going to be good on it. But like
He
this is like
skips a lot of Noah. He does.
this is a must watch.
Yeah. Definitely go out of your way to watch this match.
I'm excited to see what's going to happen from here.
Well,
Asuka
you
maybe
know
versus
what's going to
Ninja
happen
Mac.
because the next challenger is
Oh,
Odashima.
yeah, and which I think that was the wrong choice.
You don't think it
He's
should
not
be?
ready to be to challenge for the belt. Like there's
I'm
so
thinking
many.
my guy. I think which would be is Junta Miyawaki would be the perfect next
That's
challenger.
exactly what I was going to say.
But the thing is,
But
at
Ninja
least
Mac.
with Odashima, if he's not gonna win it, you want to pad Asuka a little bit and put new talent over. This is a good way to do it.
It's fair, but I find that there's only two options when it comes to how Noah does things. You either take a really old guy that has no business being part of this match, or you take a young guy who has no business being part of this match. They
I
never
mean, a
take like,
Hayata would be perfect
yes,
for this
where's
match.
your other top tier guys coming in and being like, well,
Even
you
someone
know,
like a Hiroki,
yeah, exactly, and it happens at the end.
Eita, like
Yeah, exactly. Okay, come on, you understand what I'm saying? The
yeah,
Tadasuke, like, just do something.
yeah. Tetsuya Endo, unless you want to move Tetsuya Endo to the heavyweight division,
That's true. It's possible. It happens
right?
in the next match too.
Yeah,
There's 3 challenges that I'm like, why is any of this happening?
yeah. Did someone challenge for the tag belts or no?
I don't remember.
No, I don't think so either. But our main event is Inamura versus Ozawa for the GHC Heavyweight Championship. And
And
Ozama was night and day better than Inamura in this
it
match.
wasn't even close. And
Like
coming off the
Ozawa is
last
so
match,
special.
yeah, you couldn't do this match coming off the last match because Ozawa tried his best to do whatever he could do, but there's such a limited room for growth. He shouldn't be the
Yeah.
champion.
Who Ozawa should be?
No, yeah, Ozawa should be the
Yeah.
champion. What are we talking about? He
Not
only
Smack
lost the belt
Daddy
because he
there.
got injured.
Yeah.
I don't understand what they're doing here.
I think Ozawa will be leaving Team 2000X to join Inamura's group
Why do you think that?
because you could see Ozawa kind of didn't really fit in anymore in the match.
He never comes out with them anyways.
No.
They always come out with him, but he never comes out with them.
Yeah. So.
And it's weird because he's still like not the leader of the group.
No, it's the way it looks right now. Sugo and Yoshitatsu are the two main guys.
Tatsu is supposed to be the leader.
The leader, yeah, but he's just like a Paul Heyman type of
Yeah,
character.
yeah, yeah. Which is he's amazing. He
Yeah.
does it so
His
well.
character work,
He's
yeah.
just so shitty, and he just stands around and then like
To think
randomly
this
hits
guy
you.
was a joke in WWE.
He still can't wrestle. He's not allowed to wrestle. I think it's
No,
something
he's
to do with
not.
his contract.
It's not that he's not allowed. I think it's injury wise, they don't want to take the risk.
Is that what it is?
It's insurance reasons. Yeah. That's why he never gets physical anymore.
Well, he left to go to WWE as like a pretty big name when he left, the
Hmm.
same way that like Tozawa did.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Tozawa, if you go in the New Japan lore, he's a legend over there.
Oh, he Dragon Gate, he was a four pillar for them with
Yeah.
Shingo, and then left. He abruptly left, like right at
Yeah.
the peak of when he was about to get his push, just left for the money.
Yeah.
Which it's like
Ozawa.
you can't knock him, right?
Yeah. But Tozawa could, at this point, he could be one of the greatest. At this point, if he stayed in Japan, could have been one of the greatest junior heavyweights there is.
100%.
Kind of like what Tajiri did, right? Tajiri, legend in Japan, comes to, and he's a joke, right?
Well,
Like, I
Tajiri
mean,
was a legend on the Indies too, right?
yeah,
He was massive.
ECW, yeah,
And then WWE used him as a joke, but I don't think he cared because he got
what he
paid,
wanted, yeah,
and he is still a really good wrestler at his age.
yeah. We saw him last year at the New Year,
Was it at New Year?
yeah,
No, he still can wrestle.
yeah. But this match, like, especially coming off the last match, there was something missing from this match, if that makes sense.
There was a lot of like showmanship in this match over
Hmm.
actual wrestling, and I think it was funny at some points, but it's hard to have this kind of a match for the world belt between two real wrestlers, like two of
Hmm.
your big guys, when they're both kind of comedy characters. It
Yeah,
would be like having Yano versus fucking Muhammad Yone for the belt, kind of,
yeah. But
because they're
or
both trying to do
Taguchi,
comedy,
yeah,
and it's like it's to like calm down. We got to try to have a match.
yeah. And usually the comedy spot is not part. And the thing about Ozawa, as much as I love him, this whole faking the knee injury thing, that's too much now.
Yeah, like at some point you have to you can't do it 20 times in the match. There were some
Yeah,
spots that were funny, but it's just like every single thing that happened, he grabbed his leg and was like, "Ow."
yeah. But yeah, good.
It was
Seven,
good.
yeah, 7-6 for me.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7. I'll equal out with you. I think it was a 7-6.
Yeah. It's a good way to start the year, but usually with these big shows of the year, you would expect a little bit more
Yeah, like
pageantry, more.
am I going to complain about getting a 7-3 and a 7-6 out of these two shows? No, but if
No.
Wrestle Kingdom also is in the mid to low sevens, to have the three biggest Japanese shows in all of Japan not pass an
In the
8, it's like, oh, we have the rest of the year now to go.
Yeah.
And the three biggest shows are,
I
I
mean,
know
at least
Queendom is technically the end, but for me, us,
yeah.
it's like the start.
It's a trifecta, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that out of the way, thanks
No,
again
you
for
didn't. We
joining
didn't
us.
tell them what happens.
Oh, right. We get a challenge. That's right.
So first,
Inamura does win.
first, he offers Ozawa a rematch.
Right.
He offers Ozawa a rematch, but you can't bring out Team 2000X.
Yeah, it has to be
And,
a one-on-one straight wrestling
and
match.
they're like, okay, but then he challenges Mr. Kennedy for
Keno.
some reason.
Yeah.
He literally does a spot that's like a joke to Mr. Kennedy, which
Yeah.
we were like, holy shit, that's actually funny.
Yeah.
And he calls Mr. Keno out
Yeah.
and challenges Keno, who definitely doesn't deserve a fucking title shot. And
No.
then gets
He gets
challenged.
is by Kaito Kiyomiya.
No, not Kaito Kiyomiya.
No, what's his name? His old Masa Kitamiya.
Yeah.
His old S&M buddy.
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, but like, why does he deserve? I get your storyline wise, but let's like, what?
Yeah,
What?
they're former partners and this and that. I mean, I get it. You want to build up to a big match like Keno, but I mean, if the next event is like a Star Navigation or a Sunny Voyage and not one of your big shows, I can understand that.
I think the goal is that, like you said, with the tag belts, or sorry, with the tag belts, with the
Junior belts?
junior belt, it's they're trying to let him get a couple of wins before they just take the belt off him. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So they don't want him to wrestle somebody big yet. They want him to go through a couple small people.
Yeah, but I don't think but the guy you should lose it to should not be Keno or
No,
anybody like it has to be somebody you want to
it has
make.
to be Ozawa.
Yeah.
The belt has
That's
to
the
go back to Ozawa.
yeah. That's the only rational explanation. It's going to be Josh Briggs, his former
Oh
type.
my God.
So with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. Tune in next week. Next week, Campo and I will have the bisected, I guess is a good word for it. It's going to be a New Japan double dose. It's going to be Wrestle Kingdom and New Year's Dash. So make sure you tune in next week for that. And with that out of the way, in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye and good night.